Beloved brothers and sisters in the Lord, Our Lady of Good Health is also the reassuring title often attributed to Our Lady of Vailankanni. The festival today brings an outpouring of those devoted to the Blessed Mother under this title to the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception. I warmly and sincerely welcome all of you who come as pilgrims to this church that belongs to Mary in a special way, and in which she is honored under many of her titles therein, including a memorial presence dedicated to Our Lady of Vailankanni. As she has done countless times before, Mary visited her Indian sons and daughters during the 16th and 17th century, and she appeared while wearing a sari as a sign that she was one with them. She never appears to any of her children as a foreigner or stranger, but always as a member of their community, their culture, and their race. Her visits to her children were innocent and open, allowing her mission to be widely received with wonder. She asked two young men who had casks of milk to share some with her in order for her to feed her son. Their generous compliance was wondrously rewarded. As we now continue to exit the ravages of the COVID pandemic, knowing that Our Lady of Vailankanni takes pleasure in her shared title of Our Lady of Good Health, we humbly turn to her, asking her continued blessings upon us this day and upon all those throughout our world who are still suffering from the effects of this devastating plague, and those who are still working to find medical and scientific solutions. She is, after all, the mother of good health, of her children everywhere. The Feast of Our Lady of Vailankanni, after a preparatory novena, concludes with the celebration of the Nativity of the Blessed Mother, that hallowed moment when God's uniquely chosen one entered the human race. The birth of Mary brings a divine action of salvation as she makes herself available always to God's plan. Her submission to the will of God is the message that she has carried to many different nations and peoples across the centuries. She says to Elizabeth, "My soul manifests the greatness of God." It is always the same, no matter what language she speaks, the attire she wears, the facial appearance she puts on. Mary wants the world to know that she is the mother of all people, not in some general or unapproachable fashion, but as an expression of the incarnation of her Son, who took upon himself a human body and a life like ours in everything but sin. She follows his divine pattern and takes upon herself the very flesh of all of the people who have been graced by her many and varied visits. we turn to her now, underscoring her title of Our Lady of Good Health, and we beseech her to continue to subdue the pandemic that has so devastated the lives of too many of her children throughout our world. May our prayers and devotion to her bring about a true healing of hearts, minds, and bodies as we honor her, who has so wonderfully honored the people of India and of all the world. We also pray for all of the people of India across cultural and religious distinctions, that this beloved country will be blessed in every way and in every fashion. She is, after all, our mother, and she speaks to us in our languages and appears to us in the various cultures and racial distinctions, because she is a mother of many children, beginning with her firstborn. Amen.